Hi, today I'm reviewing the Glow Recipe Avocado Melt Sleeping Mask. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money, so if you want to help keep the channel independent, check out my products at the Amazon link below. So, Glow Recipe released their newest mask, which is kind of a follow-up to the watermelon sleeping mask, and their watermelon moisturizer, and their blueberry cleanser. So anyway, so I've got all of those products, and like most of them, so I thought I would pick this up. It's geared towards normal to dry skin, whereas the watermelon products are geared more towards normal to oily. So I thought normal to dry, that's me. So I'll give it a shot. So I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on it based on my Sarah score scale. So my first criteria is packaging, and the packaging is okay. It does contain a few beneficial ingredients. If you know and watching my videos before, you know I'm not a huge fan of jar packaging, especially this one being clear. So if you pick this up, you're really going to want to keep it in your cabinet or a drawer. That's where I keep all of my other Glow Recipe moisturizers. So I'm not a huge fan of it, but this has kind of a creamy consistency, and it's more focused on emollients, so it's not as big of a concern. And they included a fun, gigantic spatula, so well, it's somewhere in here. So you can stir it up and make sure it can maintains its whipped consistency. So overall, I would have preferred like a squeeze tube or something, but this is still okay. My second criteria is alcohol, and the alcohols this contains is cetearyl and cetyl alcohol, which are both good or fatty alcohols, so I don't have any issues with that. My third criteria is fragrance, and if you've tried their watermelon moisturizer, you know it has a light scent to it. The avocado mask has more of a heavy scent, a heavy floral scent to it, and it's very scented, and it takes about an hour or so to dissipate. So when you first apply it, you get just a huge whiff of the floral scent, and it's a little overwhelming. And if I didn't repurchase this product, that would probably be the main reason why, because that scent is overwhelming. They've got several ingredients for fragrance, which are lavender, geranium plant, rosemary water, rosewood oil. So they've got several fragrance ingredients. Some of those are also beneficial. But overall, the scent is overwhelming. So if you have very sensitive skin or a very sensitive nose, probably this is not for you, and maybe check out the watermelon moisturizer. That scent is, to me, not as overpowering, and it dissipates almost immediately. This one is scented heavily, so not a huge fan of that. I don't know. Why can't companies just stick with like a vanilla scent or something that is a little bit more pleasing to everybody and just not as in your face, because it's an in your face scent. So anyway, my fourth criteria is the manufacturing location, and this is made in Korea, so no issues with that. My fifth criteria is ease of use, and they've given you a couple of uses. The main primary use is as a sleeping mask, so you'd apply all of your skincare products, and then at the end of your routine, apply this. I use a lot of products, so in my skincare routine, and I didn't have any issues layering this. I probably have like, I don't know, 12 or 13 products that I apply before it. And then I apply this afterwards and then let it absorb throughout the evening, and then in the morning rinse it off. And you can also use this as a traditional rinse-off mask, where you want to apply this to clean skin and then wait 10 or 15 minutes and then rinse it off and then go on with your routine. So it's got a couple of uses, and that's the nice thing to see. A lot of their products have kind of double uses, like their blueberry cleanser you can use as a mask too. The watermelon mask you can use also as a rinse-off or a leave-on mask. So it is got kind of a whipped consistency, so but it definitely is hydrating. For me, this isn't enough. I need to apply my regular moisturizer with it. When I applied this alone with no other moisturizers, it wasn't quite hydrating enough alone, so that's why I recommend doing your entire skincare routine and then throwing this on at the end or at some point in there. But don't skip on your regular moisturizer if you have very dry skin, because I think you're probably going to need that as well as this. So anyway, so very easy to use, which is nice. My sixth criteria is antioxidants, and it's got the first three ingredients of this mask are various forms of avocado. So it's nice to see a product where the name is one of the first ingredients instead of like the last ingredient. I've seen quite a few of those. And it's got, in terms of antioxidants, it's not primarily focused on that. It's more focused on emollients and hydrators. So it's got the 3 different forms of avocado fruit extract, avocado fruit, and then avocado oil. Also has an avocado butter in there. So manuka honey, licorice root, which is towards the end. And then it also contains glucolactone, which is a PHA. PHA is like a alpha hydroxy beta hydroxy acid. It's a type. I think it's polyhydroxy acid. So it's a gentle exfoliator. It's supposed to be similarly effective to alpha hydroxy acids, but it's supposed to be less sensitizing. It's similar chemical function to alpha hydroxy acids. The main difference is that there's a different actual structure to it, which limits the ability of the PHA or polyhydroxy acid to penetrate the skin. So you don't have as intense exfoliation and you don't have as much sensitizing side effects to that. So supposedly, this is what I got online from PubMed. They publish a lot of research and things. So supposedly this reduced absorption into the skin does not hamper their effectiveness. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're better for your skin than AHAs or BHAs. It's just basically another form that people don't have as much sensitivity to. But I also, in my opinion, find it to be a little bit less exfoliating. So probably because they penetrate a little bit less, they don't exfoliate as much. But if you're new to exfoliants and things like that, or you don't have a ton of skin issues and you're just looking for a light exfoliation, that's where the PHAs are nice to come in. So anyway, and then back to avocado really quick. Avocado is a good organic ingredient that is known for its high fat content and vitamin A and C components. So anyway, so it's got, avocados are very good for you to eat and apply to your skin. And anyway, so it's got a lot of good beneficial ingredients. If you have acne-prone skin, I would be a little bit wary with this because avocado oil, cetearyl alcohol, cetyl alcohol, carnauba wax, and stearic acid are all potential aggressors for breakouts. So if you do have acne-prone skin, just be a little wary, start out slow, and if you experience any breakouts after using this, I would recommend discontinuing it because it does have a few ingredients that are known to cause breakouts. So, and we don't want that, that's for sure. So my 7th criteria is animal testing, and the Glow Recipe brand is cruelty-free. My 8th criteria is performance, and I thought it did a nice job. I've used it now several times as a mask and as a leave-on sleeping mask, and I would recommend, if you aren't very sensitive to fragrance, using this as a sleeping mask so it can fully absorb. Using this just as a mask for 10 or 15 minutes just really limits the amount of effectiveness and the amount of actual exfoliation your skin can get from the PHA because it's only on your skin for a few minutes. But if you're very sensitive to fragrance, you're probably not going to want to use it as a sleeping mask. But I know the scent initially can be overpowering, but it does dissipate. It takes about an hour. By the end of the hour, you shouldn't notice any scent at all. So just keep that in mind. If it's, I know a lot of people aren't as sensitive to it as I am, but a lot of people are more sensitive to it. So yeah, if you're super sensitive, then maybe just try it as a mask and rinse it off. But to really get the maximum benefits from the emollients and things, leaving it on is the best way to go. So the price is $45 for 2.7 ounces. This is the full size, so it is a little pricey. However, I know there's lots of sales going on, so always check it out. Glow Recipe doesn't have sales very often, but this time of year, I've been able to get a few things on sale, which is when I got this. So, but still a little pricey. And then my 10th criteria is the it factor. And, you know, had they not included that amount of fragrance, I for sure would have given it the it factor criteria, but the fragrance is just a little off-putting. I wish they would have just left it without some of those, you know, geranium flower and things like that, because it is a little overpowering. And, you know, the amount of emollients and things that they've added are great, a lot of good beneficial ingredients. But that fragrance, for a lot of people, will probably be a little bit too much, and some people probably won't mind it at all or like it. So nothing wrong with that. So overall, on the Sarah score scale, this got a 6 out of 10, which is pretty good. I'm interested to see what else they come out to follow up this product, like they did with the watermelon moisturizer and the mask. So I don't know, we'll see what else they come up with. So it's always fun to see. So anyway, I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to try this out yet or not. And if you have, what your thoughts are on the fragrance. So leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. And check out nobsbeauty.com and the Amazon link below. And if you want to help the channel, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, guys.